What's up, guys? Welcome to Wasted Space. We're back in Rimworld, back with the somewhat still surviving colony. And we have some cleaning up to do after last episode. All sorts of stuff lying around in the open. Not ideal. Let's speed things up. We have got people hauling, so they are going out and getting stuff done. That's a start. One thing I was considering doing was changing these so we've got a few more people with hauling instead of plant cutting. Not that there's plant cutting needs doing that often, so maybe it's okay. I'm going to leave it as it is for the time being, either way. We have an idle colonist. Hopefully this is Hodor, yes. Where is Hodor's room? Hodor's room is here. A nice big room. And I wonder if we put a single stockpile and a table and chairs in there, and he never has to leave it and spend his entire time locked in that one room. We got some people to strip, apparently. Let's have a look. Jan with his missing eye. We missed that opportunity completely. So let's go and do some stripping with him. One. No, that's already done. So cool. Builds, couple of cremations. And right, where is Grammare? Where are you hiding, sir? Wasn't you? Who was it with the shattered? There was Cruelty with the shattered femur, yes. So we can, if need be, set an operation for Cruelty to put a bionic leg on. I think that might be... It is left, isn't it? Yep, let's do it. Bionic leg, Cruelty, get him sorted out. JP Minor should, I believe, get pretty much right on that as well. Sure you have the medical tools and a free doctor. He is going to go to a medical bed this time for it. I have no idea why last time they just did it like in his bed. And JP Minor is going about the business? Is going about the business. Good. Let's see if we can't sort out this shattered femur here. Get Cruelty back in action. Yeah, that looks a bit more like it. Surgical cut that needs healing. He's going to feed him first in that normal, slightly weird way that they like to. And we are good, I believe. Once he gets back in action at least. So we need to keep an eye out for a bionic eye or two and just generally a stockpile of stuff. We need more artillery stuff. Local tortoise going mad is not very scary. Is anyone out hauling? It's the only potential danger. Nope. Mako going to haul? Everything looks okay for the time being. The tortoise is not that scary. They are busy hauling stuff that's internal. This stockpile is going to run out of room shortly, I think. Does look that way. Let's go and change the stone cutting stuff because we are getting far too much granite. Everything else is fine. We just don't want any more of this. We've got almost 3,000 granite. Oh, Null running straight out into the... Just got a bite. Okay. Get back here and we'll get ready to turn the turrets on. It is only a tortoise after all. The fact that it managed to catch you at all is slightly surprising. Nope, we're going to kill it. Not just leave it dead. Might as well get some tortoise meat while we're at it. And then it goes fast, just to try and tempt me into getting someone killed. No, you can... Why are you not going away? No, go back. There you go. That's cool. Got a tortoise to feed and turn the turrets back off again. This room is very, very tempting to me at the moment. Given that there's little going on, I am highly tempted by just poking that or poking this. But yeah, aha, combat supplier, perfect. Let's spend some money. Some cash, ditch all of the rubbishy armor, Kevlar helmets, no, awful power helmets. Let's just ditch that, to be honest, even though it's almost intact. How much difference does the awful make? I don't know, actually, they're still pretty good. Maybe we'll keep that. Minigun, good, that's our trade beacon now working. I'm not going to keep the minigun. Plasteel knives, no. Steel longswords, no. Medicine is cheap from these guys. Let us buy some. And some artillery shells at the same time. How are we doing? 200 and something. Buy all of their artillery shells, that makes sense. And then, have you got anything weapon-wise we want to buy? Absolutely nothing at all. No, that's fine. It's got the necessary restock on the artillery shells. We've been waiting for that. There is still the question of what to do with this pointless little room I've made up here. I'm slightly tempted to make it even more pointless intentionally. Almost to pretend like that was the plan all along. Yep. It's supposed to be a pointless room, fools. Don't you see? Just like that. Okay, so it's not quite full, but it's going to be full. How do we expand this thing out? How wide is it? 10 by what? By too much. So that's going to be tricky to expand without doing something funky like leaving a gap in the middle. Leaving a bit held up in the center. Is that going to be... That's 8. Nothing's going to be more than 10 from that, are they? Or 10 from a wall. I don't believe so. Slightly risky, we might lose a load of stuff if we do this, but hey. In fact, why don't we somehow support this room? Too close to... Oh, that's why we don't support this room. That's even more dangerous. So I think it should still be alright. As I understand it, that should still be fine. There will be a wall nearby enough. Let's, for the time being, I don't need this bit around the back there. Let's just expand this bit. Come back and do that a bit later down the line. Excuse me, the frog is here to stay, for sure. For sure. Right, what do we actually got on our list? Shellstone, ground sculptures, another cook. Alright, none of this is really sortable right now. It's kind of just hang around and wait and amuse ourselves. We've got another medical room up. These are all ready for some new recruits. So, do we do a bit more mining? Try and find another geothermal? Do a few more of these? Yeah, let's do a few more of these exploratory little tunnels along like this. With a bit of luck, we should hopefully come across a geothermal in here somewhere. Would be quite nice. And at the very least, we might just come across something interesting. Some silver, I don't know. Hodor is out. Is he still on hauling? He's not. So what were you doing out there? I can only assume he's like gone out to get the food that's out here, which is really annoying given that there's food in the base. Could do with some hunting too. So Grammare was doing all the hunting for us, if I remember rightly. He does not seem particularly busy, so let's go and find some stuff to hunt in a safe location. Our guys aren't really going to come up this area, so while it is a long way away, you're not going to do it down near here. What, we got another drone? Oh, another alien ship, eh? We got it here. Psychic drone level low, right miles away from us. It's really hammering us with these alien ships. Okay, who's in a good mood? Thoughts, particularly good mood. Makor's in a good mood. When is Makor not in a good mood? And then let's do Yan as well. And who else should we have? Who was the other? Grammare was the other particularly good shot, but where was Grammare currently? Oh, right nearby. Okay, I think it was that one I hadn't manned, so let's get over there and we can do some forced targeting straight on the alien ship and attempt to do what we did last time, basically, but right off the bat, which is to force them to come and attack us ASAP, because I think it's quite a lot easier than having to go out there and try and attack them. That's the plan to begin with, at least. Let's see what actually happens. Those guys are all lined up. Mortars are ready to fire. And so it begins. If we come anywhere near to hitting it, of course. That is a completely different question. Yeah, that's relatively close already. Hodor is exhausted from his walk to over here and back. Hopefully there's no more packaged survival meals for him to go out and randomly eat. They are... Aha! So we've already hit once. That is a good start. I'm just going to leave them on that And try and keep an eye on them. Yes, Hodor's angry as well. Try and keep an eye on these guys, just to make sure that they don't get stuff like, yeah, these guys are... Makor's not ready for a break yet, but Yan and otherwise are. Have we got anyone awake? Bristow, let's have you up here doing a mortar, and anybody else? Cruelty's awake and in base, that works. Let's have you manning a mortar as well, sir. And go for shifts. As long as we keep them relatively happy, this should do the job. The only thing I've got to be aware of is to keep an eye out that what happens last time doesn't happen again, i.e. where I don't notice that actually we've triggered them to come and attack us, and there's already Scythers in the base by the time I do. Cool, let's continue it. I'm going to slow things down a bit just so that I don't make any silly mistakes, because they creep up on us quite quickly on that speed. So yeah, these guys, Makor's going to be ready for his break soon, although that Sanguine is amazing. He's actually hanging on better than most of these guys. Cruelty's got the solar plant buff as well, which is a really nice one. Through the night with his mortar firing, Makor is unbothered. Cruelty can go back. Let's have the changing of the shift. Yan, you are ready for... No, wrong one. Yan's ready for it, and anyone else awake that's of any use for this? Not Makor, Bristow, Cruelty. No, not at the moment. We need some more people to wake up. Mako's going to eat first, and then... You ready to go back on? I think you are. You're ready back on mortar duty, sir. I believe Bristow can get back on mortar duty too. That's back with a full mortar complement. Keep an eye on this. Not really doing any more hitting, but it seems that when we do hit, they do plenty of damage. So let's not worry too much about that and just see what happens. It would be nice to not have to go such a long way down there. Yeah, they're getting relatively close. Matter of time is what I'm calling that. Matter of time and a bit of micromanagement. Local squirrel has gone mad. Didn't mean to right click on that. Let's have the turrets on for a sec, just in case. Anybody outside the base? Benefactorist. Anybody gunning for Benefactorist like a psychotic squirrel? No. Grammar, I'm not sure I want you out the base at the moment, thank you. I don't want to be dealing with anyone getting hurt. What about you guys? Anyone that could do with a replacement? Let's send... send Bristow back and have Grammar on the mortar with his improved aim. Benefactorist is wearing frayed apparel. What you got? Deerhide pants. Drop those and go and get yourself something better, sir. Might be shoddy, but they might also be the best we've got. Normal cloth pants. Yep. Go for normal cloth pants. Nice blue pair for you, sir. Just how you like it. And those can go back into the inventory. And you guys, are you still in a relatively good mood? Yep. So continue the barrage. I think we could do with more mortars for this. Although we are hitting centipedes as well. Let's get another mortar up on the go. Why not? We've been thinking about getting more mortars anyway. EMP mortar? I'm not sure. I'm still reckoning for sort of general purpose use. These are the choice. Or the preferred choice. Couple more mortars, just for lols. That's going to block their movement path, so I'm not going to build it there. In fact, it looks like this space here might be pretty much used up. You get it too close over here and it's going to get destroyed when they come in to attack. Now there looks alright, we've got one more room. Colonist needs treatment. The Knurl went out and is getting beaten up by a squirrel. We want these turrets off for a second. I do not want... The biggest danger is that Noel gets the hell shot out of him by the turrets rather than he gets beaten up by the squirrel. Right, that's good. Down here, sir. Yes, you see. This did not take very much to kill it. But how are you doing, Noel? A scratch. Oh no. Get back and get yourself sorted out. And these guys, still in a good mood. Makor needs a break. Jan is alright. Grammar is alright. We need a replacement. Presto. Very tired. Andra is useless at shooting. We will have cruelty when we get the opportunity. Are we doing any more hitting down here? We have still not hit the ship again. We have, however, hit a few of these guys, if I remember rightly. Actually, not so bad. Actions the Owl, Alex Luddite, with someone we missed down there. Oh god, there's a whole bunch of stuff they might go down and try and haul. I'm going to have to pay attention to who is going in and out the front of the base for a bit. I do not want something stupid happening thanks to that. Benefactress, to you. For some reason drafted up there. Yes, yes you are. Slightly surprised you're not going to bed, however. And down here, urgently hungry and can finish. Yeah, they can both finish for the time being. There'll be replacements waking up very shortly. The drone is not scary yet, so we are okay. Benefactress, in fact, you can go and man a mortar straight away. Hodor, where are you going? Get back here. Yeah, as I feared, they're keen to go out and haul. Now, some of it's stuff that I don't mind them hauling, but I do have to be conscious of what they're up to. Yeah, back on mortar control. Hodor's going to go and pick up some plant stuff in base. That sounds like a great plan, Hodor. What a good idea you've had. These guys are looking alright. Ugly environment up there, apparently. I might want to do something to make things look a bit better around there, just because they're going to spend so much time hanging around that area. Bristow is up and is hungry. Look, they're all going for this. That's because we don't have any meals in the base again. We're keeping Mako too busy. Definitely keeping Mako too busy. We need to make sure that we don't use for anything else. He is limited to cooking for the time being. Anyone else awoken that we can make use of? No. Wounded? You're not wounded? Oh, I see. Okay. Okay, I thought that was a, like, I'm wounded now thing. Freaking me out a little bit. And what was that we just dropped? A synthred shirt. So, Null could do with another shirt of some sort. Hyperweave t-shirt. We are really bad at tailoring, whoever is doing it. Let's not give you the devil strand, just wear something random. And then, to be honest, once you've done so, come and man a mortar, sir. Oh! Guys! Guys! What on earth are you doing, you utter lunatics? I don't understand how they're even still alive. Like, the cruelty's the first one to actually get hit by anything during that. Did they, like, not respond to him? Because he's... Come on, cruelty. You need to put the fire out and get the hell out of there fast, dude. Jesus Christ. JP miner, no. Right, everything down here is forbidden. All of it. Leave it alone. Is that everything? No. Bloody suicidal dudes. I even said I should watch out for this as well. That's even more frustrating as I knew they were going to go for it. Eventually. They just did it sooner than I expected them to. Okay. Well. It's not so bad, in fact. He's not... He's only got one thing that's really... Oh, he's got a burn scar to his eye. It's alright, bionic eyes for everyone in the end, isn't it? That's what the game is trying to tell me here. It's bionic eyes for all. Is anybody else out in the open other than JP Minor that shouldn't be? No, we're looking alright. These guys are going to be properly angry by this point, I'm sure. Actually, not as angry as I was expecting. Ah, Mako's problem is he's brewing instead of cooking. Caught him in the act. When he should be like butchering and doing all sorts of stuff. Thoughts? Tired, urgently hungry. Yep, you're good. How are we doing for shells now? Only 12 left, even though we bought loads. That's fine. And Yang can take a break too. How are we doing down here? We have hit the ship one more time, so you only need to hit it a few times to get them to come back. So that's beneficial in that side of things. JP Minor, are you going? Yep, you're going to treat. That is good. Yeah, that was a bit of a derpy one. I was lucky there. I have a suspicion that they actually ignored me when I walked past the first time. Didn't try and shoot because I was still on passive. I don't know why it would behave like that, but I think that's what happened. There wasn't really any shooting happening. Those guys are completely uninjured, and I don't believe that the centipedes wouldn't have shot by that point. How are you doing? Frayed apparel, has been wounded, but is now, I assume, okay. Yes. I'm not going to worry about your frayed apparel for now, because you've actually got quite a bit of it. Instead, I'm going to worry about getting you manning mortars. Yep. Mortar manning, and Yan, are you awake? No. Who is awake? Not Mako. He doesn't get to do that, so Bristow. Yep. And another mortar. We just need that one more hit. One more hit? Probably two more hits, actually. Looking at the HP it's gone down by, I think it's about 150 we're doing per shot. So, yeah, a couple more hits direct onto the crash ship. Hopefully weaken up the surrounding stuff as we do so. Because these guys are getting relatively close down there. Like, they're pretty good shots. Really, we need Yan on the job. Right, worst shot here is 4, 4, 13. Yeah, that doesn't really matter which, so worst mood here. Cruelty is the angry one. Let's let him get on with business. Yan, while I'd like you to finish that mortar, in reality we're struggling to man them all anyway, so I don't think that bit matters. I think more importantly is getting the job done with the drone. Ooh, ooh, some good shots coming in. Look at them. We've taken one down completely, and we've got another, looks like a bit of a splash hit on that rather than a direct one. But yeah, the shots are good. The shooting stat from, I guess it's Yan and Grammare really making the difference here. But yes, we're going to continue to pay attention to the HP of the crash ship so that we don't get horribly surprised when something like that happens. They get really accurate all of a sudden, and they are coming. Do we have enough artillery shells to finish this? Maybe. 4 shells left. That's 1. I tell you what, let's go and start things off making more at the same time. So, add bill, make artillery shell, config, until we have 100, and it's going to be higher priority. Yep. That's 2 more, so we're down to the last shot. Either of these going to land? Come on. Ooh, ooh, we got it to 50%. Is that enough for them to come? Are they going to... We need it below 50%, don't we? So we've got 1 artillery shot left before we have to make more shells. Or have we got 3 left? 4 left, sorry. Maybe they've already loaded in. They're getting some sweet shots on these guys down here. Hold it. And that is it. We are out of mortar shells with the crash ship on 50%. So what I think I can probably do is get all those guys off the mortar, and then I can send someone down who's both quick and has a sniper rifle to put 1 shot into that ship to make them come. So the chances are that's going to be probably going to be... Is it Grammar with the bionic leg? Who was it that we gave the bionic leg to? It's Cruelty with the bionic leg, but I have a feeling that he's not that fast, regardless. Let's have a look. Oh no, he's blooming fast. Hey! He's faster than he was when he started. Nice. So, thoughts. You are happy enough for the time being, but you do not have a sniper. Alright, who does have a sniper? Can't be bothered to change him around. Jan has nothing because he's been hurt, so let's make sure we do give him something at least. Charge rifle will do, yes. Pump shotgun, sniper rifle, movement speed 4.49, Mako 4.5, ever so slightly faster, so we'll send Mako down. He can be, how are your thoughts? How is our food situation before we nick Mako again? Our food situation is terrible, so we're not going to send Mako, we're going to send Bristow when he wakes up. Unless someone gets around and manages to actually finish making a artillery shell, and then we'll get back on artillery. But, yeah, I reckon from up here I should be able to outrange everyone and still be able to shoot that. I think. A little bit quicker as nothing's going on right this second. Alright, the nearby animal's mad. Okay, so we need to chill for a sec while nearby animals come in and get nasty. Is anyone outside of the base? No. Could also prioritise hauling the artillery shells that are outside, but let's deal with the mad animals first. Is that yeah, I think the animals might have attacked them, which is a bit ironic. I'm certainly not seeing... Oh, here we go. Here we go. There is an mad animal. Or is it not even mad? No, it is mad. It's a boom rat and it's angry. Please finish that off so that it doesn't go boom at a later date and cause some problems. And go. Is that it? That looks to be it. Bristow, where are you gone? Gone where I put you, obviously. Get down here, please. Nice and fast. Let's hope we don't pass any angry animals on the way. Gonna have another mortar up. Let's get priority on, what have we got here, ×7, so it looks like 1, and what's this one, ×9, so yeah, let's get some people to prioritise hauling this stuff. Just the one will do. And if it takes me more than 9 more artillery shells to finish this, having sent Bristow down there, then things are going badly wrong. He's looking good though. He's looking alright for the time being. Let's chill, slow things down, not make any silly mistakes. Cool. Fire at crashed ship. Go. Miss. Just going to move him back a tiny bit. We want him at max range. So a bit far still. Still, and I swear we could have fired at it from there. Yes, we can. Good, good. And then, once he's hit it, we need to run away. If he hits it, I should say. This is Bristow with his 4 shooting. Ah, there we go. Instantly, they respond to the fact that that's what's happened. I swear I told you to go up here, Mr. Bristow. And I would like you to do that as quickly as your little legs can. Cool, are they going to catch him? I can't tell. It's not a given that they're not going to get into range. They seem to be quick. How quick? Yes, they're quicker than us. Come on, Bristow. Come on, Bristow. You can get back. Fortunately, they do stop to take shots, so this should be alright. They'll stop, to take a shot at Bristow, and then he'll run out of range. Like that. Yep. No, he won't, because there's graves in the way. I need to get rid of these graves. They're not particularly helpful. Mostly because of where they are, rather than anything else, but yes. And have they now stopped? Or are they going to continue coming? Cool, they're going to continue coming. We have the 2 centipedes at the back that are pretty horribly ruined. And I don't think we're going to need to actually make any of our guys do anything for this. The turrets should deal with it quite nicely. They are already pretty badly beaten up. Let's get the one down here on as well. It's a good chance to test if this has even worked, and it has. Good, good. And they are continuing to go the same slightly dumb route. Okay, centipedes are on how much health? In fact, what's the rush? I'm still thinking last time where we had the crash ship was on high and we were really worrying about colorless mood and so on, whereas this time round, in reality, we are fine. Probably turn the turrets off for a second while these guys show up. Don't want to waste our power now. Apparently nothing annoys you guys more than when I accidentally leave the power on. Perhaps the deal. It's like leaving the light switch on when you go out. It's just a no-go, man. That's not cool. And centipedes. And guys immediately coming to try and get themselves shot. Yes. They love it. They love it. Anyone else want to get themselves shot? Yeah, they're all going for it. Yeah, you emanate your more powerful kind of drone. I'm not too bothered. Grammar fancies himself some of that getting shot as well. They all fancy a bit of that action. I think what they're trying to do, in reality, is put the fire out. I am aware, but there seems to be that there's always a job for them to do that puts them in a place where they're also going to end up getting shot. Like here, for example. It's like, the Nerl has decided he's going to go and eat there, of all places. That is most definitely the place to eat now. I love it. Form a line, men. Eventually they're going to wake up and work out that they can get inside. It's a silly place to line up. Cool. So, you guys deal with the fire. Let's add some builds to shut these guys down. The other one alright as well. What else is on this spot? There's a dead one and an alive one. Okay. Nice and simple. Okay, so now we got to go and deal with that. And can we add a build to this scyther to... Yes. Remove part right knife protrusion. It sounds good. I don't know what it is, but I like it. And you guys, I suppose, can now come down and collect all the stuff that you want to try and get yourself killed for earlier. I'm not sure if it's 100% worth it, but anyway. And we need to obviously send a crew out to go and deal with what's remaining of that particular alien vessel. So, turret's off too. Who should we send? Andre, you in a good mood? You want to fancy going and bashing on a ship for a bit? Let's send Grammar and Cruelty because they're awake and right here. You in a good mood as well? Yeah, good enough. And Yan, how about you? Yeah, good enough. Get yourselves down there, guys. Let's get rid of this drone once and for all. Once and for all, like hell. Get rid of this drone for this time. Cool, battery room's all set up and good. Let's go and... Do I want to have 2 backup battery rooms and just have like 1 working battery? Do I want to add another break in here and have like a few working batteries, or do we have a whole working room like this? I'm not so sure. This seems to be a lot of battery power that normally we won't be using. Okay. Oh, fire at it, don't melee it for God's sake. It's a recipe for disaster. As is this, by the looks of things. Nice. So, undo those. These guys can all come and grab useful things. Jan's going to get us one of those right arm parts. I had a bill after that to shut it down. Yes. Did it just shut it down instead there? Or did we actually get the arm protrusion? Take a little sip, see if I can chase off the frog for today. I somehow doubt it. Is this a dumping stockpile or just a stockpile? I think it would make sense for it to just be a stockpile, but... haul things, get rid of this rubbish. And yeah, looking okay. Looking okay. Looking more than okay. Surviving just fine. I think I'm going to switch those around for the time being. Just try and get some of these mechanoids disassembled. How's Bristow doing with his work? Oh yes, I discovered the issue with the work that was going on, and that is that Bristow is a slothful person. So not only does he have slightly lower artistic than Ondra, only slightly, but slightly lower artistic, where, as you can see, Ondra's right at the top of this, whereas Bristow has only just started it. But also, he has a 30% work speed debuff, which is actually really not very handy for the guy that's going to be doing long projects like that, but... yeah, what are we going to do? It's done now. It's done. Okay, so base is looking alright with the eclipse. That should be fine. We've got more than enough battery power to deal with an eclipse, especially if our turrets are not running. Anything else? The next thing's going to be opening that up, hasn't it? It's got to be... we haven't really discovered anything interesting down here except more steel, which is fine, but not very interesting. Ooh, what have we got here? Gold, hey. I'll mine a bit of that gold, oh yeah. Say no to that. Anything else interesting? Compacted steel again. Yeah. Just gold. Hodder is idle. Good, good. Almost prefer it if he was idle. Okay, so we're like 40 minutes in now, so I could have used that as kind of the end event, but as I said, I'm trying to get these things to try and eke themselves out a little longer. Things being episodes, not being very clear there. So, yeah, we'll go for a little bit longer, even if it doesn't mean that we get to end on something exciting. Mysterious blight has destroyed my crops. It does like to do that. But again, it doesn't seem to hurt the Devil Strand, so yeah, we're fine. See if our crafting now increases and we get a bit more productive now that people are free to go about and get stuff done in the base. I think there's a potential we could do with more crafters, and as also mentioned, a second cook, but I don't know, that went a bit weird last time with Mako. He stopped doing the thing he should be doing and started doing something else. Other thing we were going to do was hunt, wasn't it? But I got distracted by alien drones. We're not going to hunt boom rats because that doesn't end particularly well. We're going to hunt something away from where anyone wants to go. Squirrel. Doesn't give much meat, the squirrel. But maybe squirrel is the one. Hunting turtles is always good. They don't take very much to to deal with. Let's get a few squirrels marked up down here. Boar as well. Yep, why not? Why not? Get our meat population, meat supply even. I don't know what a meat population would be. Up and running. That's a desiccated tortoise. All right. I wonder what the hell that was. It looked like a little knife or something. How on earth did that get there? And Grandma is going to go out and be noisy, aren't you? I know your tricks. Yep, noisy. Although a reasonably good shot, finally, at least. And we haven't brought really any weapons back yet, so there's no delving out of interesting stuff. One bank of batteries was easily enough to do the eclipse. That's good to know. Even though we are leaving the crematorium on at the moment as well. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. The pump shotgun seems to be doing nicely as a hunting weapon because they don't run out in front of it because it's quite short range. And we are looking chilly. Very chilly. And ironically, it's quite cold as well. What to do? What to do? Just open that is the answer, isn't it? Isn't it? Yes. That is the answer. Let's get our meals back up like they should be. Get everything kind of running smoothly. Maybe wait until we've finished our first sculpture. Because that one there is looking... Did we finish it? Have we got one done? Yes, we have. A superior slate large sculpture. Very nice. So, interesting. Beauty 145. Wow. Cool. So, what do we do with this? I'm tempted to actually put this one down somewhere. Sort of value we're looking at. Probably going to be worth, I don't know, about 1600. That's worth quite a bit. I like that. However, it does also tell me that what we should be doing next time, let's get rid of this. Let's make a grand one. Let's just make it as big as we can. Clear all these. We're going to make it out of stone again. Limestone. We don't have much marble, I don't think. Let's just do it out of the granite. Granite's been alright to us so far, and let's make 4 of those. Why not? Whereas Bristow, with his slower work speed, I'm going to keep on large. And he can make extras of the large ones, and maybe we'll use the large in the base and sell the grand. That sort of idea. No tailoring happening whatsoever. Or stone cutting, or... No, there is a bit of stone cutting. Okay, so crafting perhaps needs looking at. Have we got anyone else that could be free to help with crafting a bit? Let's turn Grammare... Hodor's on growing. He's actually... We might as well ignore the fact that Hodor is even there. So let's leave Grammare on growing. That's fine. Is there anyone else that makes sense to stick up with a bit of crafting? JP Miner probably, actually. He's really can't have a huge amount to do. In fact, what on earth? I assume all he's doing really is wardening. Looking at that, and then he drops back to hauling and so on. Yeah, I think that's probably it. And then anyone else on the crafting that doesn't really want to be here. Like, it's totally irrelevant that Bristow is there. So let's just clean that up. Cool, that looks like it makes sense. And now that should mean that we have a little bit of extra interest in the crafting side of things from JP Miner. And he will kind of prefer to do that instead of hauling. Whether that's a good idea, having opened this episode up with, hey, we need more people hauling, I don't know. But some of the stuff's coming back at least. That's a start, I think, or something like that. In fact, at the moment, JP Miner is still hauling instead of crafting. Does that mean that someone else... No, he's not. He is immediately to crafting. Fair enough. That's okay. We need to just... Who actually is going to be hauling in this setup? Grammare's hunting. I don't think we've got anyone that's in a position to actually do any hauling. So yeah, sorry, I need to redo this. We need more... JP Miner can be like 100% hauling, cleaning. Let's leave him as he was. He was actually perhaps the only thing keeping things running. And we can give him some help as soon as we get another colonist, because... Can we put Hodor on crafting? Or is that just a... No, that's just a ridiculous idea, because everything he'll make will be terrible. Like, utterly terrible. Nice, there's people throwing up down in the... How can you throw up from corn? I do not understand. I also think that stockpile is still one too large. It doesn't need to have that much stuff down there. Cool, more travellers. I mean, maybe I'm at the point where I need to start capturing people, but these are all from... Oh, this is Fisherman's Small Town. Yeah, fair enough. The other thing I might want to do is start using JP Minor, get him to call some of the tribal colonies and basically get them to stop attacking me, because in reality it's just kind of annoying. I don't get anything from it, and worst case scenario they turn up and siege me and I waste a load of artillery shells. So yeah, not sure it's really worth it. Fridge is looking kind of empty after all of this disturbance as well. I'm going to make sure that enough stuff is still getting done. We've got Cruelty, who is our like main growing and stuff like that guy, yeah? Yeah. Mako's having to fetch bits for his meals from elsewhere. Not great, not great. You're going to have to clean something up there, and I think that's going to end up meaning that we need another colonist from somewhere that's going to do just hauling. It's going to be the sort of person that... Let's have a reassess on these two, because they've got to be so ready to be converted to my cause. We have the cyclically sensitive lazy person, who is incapable of caring. He is really not great. And then we have the very neurotic, too smart. Learning factor, I mean, with the mad mental break threshold. But the chances are we'll be really, really good at stuff. However, is incapable of falling. So I don't... Now, this is more the option than the other one. We could get the psychically sensitive and then just... He's got the lazy debuff. It's just pointless. Give me another colonist. Come on. Come on, where's the slavers at? Don't make me have to capture random people. I don't like doing it. I don't feel they deserve it. They come in to visit me, and then what do? We give them hell. The other thing I'm going to do, cancel that. Let's get them onto hauling, because I think a lot of time is being wasted down here, shifting stuff around. Alright, and while this happens, given that the game is clearly saying, nope, no exciting event for you to finish, the storyteller again biding their time and being all suspicious. We'll do a quick run-up of what we managed to achieve in today's episode, which is basically, we had a fresh alien drone and dealt with it before it even got to medium. Thumbs up there, happy with that. That worked out nicely. We made some big mistakes and almost got some people killed down here, trying to get past the drone to haul stuff when I know better and should have just denied it to them right off the bat. And we're slowly, very, very slowly starting to haul in the stuff that's still lying all over the map. And on top of that, don't really do much in base except actually get some sculptures out. So we got Bristow's is almost finished, and Ondra has just started a grand, and we did manage to finish this superior slate large sculpture, which hopefully should stealth for quite a bit, but in fact we're probably just going to use about the base someplace. Like, yeah, go on then. It'll look pretty right in the middle there. Lovely, lovely. Titled Mirror by Ondra, very nice. Let's see what it has to say about this. Okay, that was well worth. This carving bears a portrayal of Kim JP Minor, I can't even pronounce that, elbow deep in Benefactress during surgery on May the 8th, 5501. Benefactress is shaking and writhing. The overall composition is very dynamic. A stork waits beneath the main subject. What? An appropriate statue to have in the centre of our little base there. And also, I feel, an appropriate ending for today too. So, cheers guys, seems we've done alright again. I promise you, if the storyteller doesn't prevent it in some way, we are opening this up next episode. Okay, we're going in there, we're getting those cryo sleeps, or whatever it is in there, we're going to find out what's going on. So cool, thanks a lot for watching guys, as usual. If you liked it, please hit that like button, please hit share, really helps me and the channel out. And otherwise, I will catch you next time.